Mm-hmm. Details. Upgrade. Desktop. Save. Boom, boom. Time to turn pennies into quarters. You better believe it, Bulk Beyond. What's up? Papa, what's going on, dude? Dude, Cardboard Coworkers. That is a good podcast name. I like it. What's cracking, Timmies? Round 2 of opening a bunch of packs, but we're gonna get to actually do some sorting along the way. I typically don't save these. I think some knuckleheads like buy them from time to time, but not worth it. Lands, G F S C D H I L P S Y S T. It's so loud. It is Foundations Jumpstart. Yep, we spent a lot of time. We have this box and then that box. Did about 20 or so booster boxes. Our first serious foray into doing some nice little max box openings. H-I-P. Hopefully it only takes us a day or two to get through this rest of this part, and then we can list them and make some money. And there were 4 times I would have bought a set to make a Jumpstart cube. Now I have no time and no fun. Yeah, exactly. Man, Brandon coming in with the like demands right away. I love to see it. I love to see it. What's going on, Brandon? Dude. I mean, if you can get it, I was talking about yesterday, if you can get it for a decent price, I got these for like $81 a piece. So, you know, I'm set up to make a good 20 to 40%, depending on how lucky I get on some of these, you know, better decks. It's not hard work. It ain't much, but it's honest work. It's just, if you're willing to do the work, it's easy money. I know you guys know that. So what are we all doing today? Are we sorting, listing, sifting? Are you guys prepared for mayhem? Because I'm not. None of my stuff will be live except for my eBay. I turned that live yesterday. Had $500 in sales in the first day with some pretty crazy stuff. I was pretty happy. Monotony is the hardest work. Absolutely. But it's easy to push through monotonous, you know, that word, because it's easy to push through it when you are kind of against the wall. I'm listing more Sorcery to eBay. Game is having a moment right now, and I bought a collection. A good moment or a bad moment? I'm going to assume a good moment since you're listing it. But so many Lance Potato. What's going on, dude? Evening Bronze, and yeah, thank goodness for the pull tabs. Yeah, it makes the back half of this a little better. But P-R-T. I got another counting tray and I really like it. Like the durability on it is really good, but it's too wide. It's too wide. F D A T. Those are going in the wrong spot. How do you like that? I'm already making mess ups. Youthful. As far as I know, last year had a supplemental, so maybe that'll return too. Got it. I've never... I mean, I know it plays like a board game, right? I honestly don't really know much about it. How far did you get last night? Second base, Obi Jim. No, we opened all the packs, all the initial packs, and now we have to reopen them again. So hopefully, more than likely, it's going to take today and tomorrow to do that, because once we get all of one color sorted, then we're going to alpha sort that color. So we might only get through like 1 or 2 colors tonight. But like I said yesterday, the goal is to have this all listed by Saturday, Sunday. Ideally Sunday night. And then Sunday night, I turn the store back on. I have all my Secrets of Strixhaven that I haven't gone through yet. And then get to it. Also, hello, dude. V. Yeah, basically it's a board game Magic. I haven't played, unfortunately, but I'm keeping the starter decks from the collection to try out. I've been hoping. I don't go to shops too often other than to buy some random stuff, but I haven't played really anything in a good bit, and I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to catch a live game and then I can be like, hey, let me get in. Let me get in there. Let me give it a shot. That is the one good thing about set sorting this, or alpha sorting it too, is like each card or each letter typically only has like 4 or 5 cards. Bronze Go Fly with a dress shirt sort of makes me feel like I need to stop. Yeah, no. You don't understand. This is my only shirt. Once I started kind of getting back into the... Oh, god darn it. We missed the Angels deck, so it's going to be a little wonky. I refuse to buy more clothes until I get to a certain weight. So I literally have this shirt, my Bronze God brand shirt, and a bunch of wife beaters. That's it. So... Someone actually said it in the comments the other day, like, do you have any other shirts? No, I don't. I don't. Just over a month ago, I opened 6 boxes of this. Sadly, one of the bangers got ruined. Oh, no. Which banger was it? Hopefully it wasn't the Cub. Hopefully it was not the Cub, because I think that is the most expensive card in this set. By a good bit. Lots of Enchanted. Oh my god. Boop. Yeah, it's always a bummer when you get product in and it's already crunched. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it always finds a way to be a bad one. D, F, F, G, I. Spirited Companion. I'm finally cooking with my little scanner. What's up, El Mono? El Mono? El Mono? El Mono Serrano? Good to hear, man. How you liking it? You been able to rip through a ridiculous amount of cards in one night yet? STP. Chant. Ah, get off. Hand. N S P B D F G G I. Nyx Fleece Ram. That was my favorite sideboard cards back in my playing days. Love that card. Green Pack Modified. Kadama the West Tree. Ugh. It was glued together. Oh, that's even worse. That's a big ol' bummer. SST. I got like 1 million orders today on TCG Player. They missed the memo to wait until tomorrow. Sucks to be bad. Maybe they live in like, maybe it is tomorrow for them. I don't know how that exactly works, but you never know. Maybe they know something that you don't. Just got started, but finally got the settings down and whatnot. Yeah. There's, I don't know if you've done this yet, but there are some videos that you might want to try to find where you can set like different, like I have like an eBay setting for like front and back. I have a TCG Player setting for just the front. Play with the ranges for those as well. Come on. Whoop. P, B, A, D, F, G, I, S, T. TCG Player announced the promo start time along with the time zone. It's 9 a.m. Eastern worldwide. That's solid. Yeah, I would say I got a large uptick from TCG Player today as well recently. Yeah. Maybe they just don't care. Yeah, they may not. How's the sorting going? I just got done with 6 Foundation Play Boosters. Forgot the set had like 930 different cards. Made it a long sort. It does make it a long sort, but like, it's worth it. But it's going good. We finally got through all the main stuff. Now we have to do the, you know, we're just going to go deck by deck. I have everything sorted by deck, so it makes the initial sorting a little easier because it's mostly the same path. How'd you do on it, man? It was severely buyouts of several various cards. Got it. How big were the orders? Are we talking like 20, 30 card orders or a G I S S T? Giddy up. E P D A C C E F. You know, I'm thinking as I'm doing this, I probably should have just opened all these up. We'll start doing that now. That might make things a tad bit faster. Oh, it's great. I most of my back already. Yeah. It's like definitely. I mean, what would you say? I was guessing yesterday that you could probably get 80%ish back almost within a week. I'd be curious to know where that percentage is for you. I'm sure it's pretty close to that. There we go. Ah. It's my first mayhem, hoping I get the pricing right to get a good amount of sales. Do you are you a pro seller? Do you have the repricer? Because what a lot of people do and what I do, especially when you have these sales, is I'll have the repricer running like 5 times a day. So that way, as like some of the market prices of some cards go up, you can kind of catch that a little bit and eke out a little bit of extra margin, not a whole lot. Y'all bring high. It looks like a lot of sellers have increased. Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game when it comes to this, especially this particular sale, because like the summer is typically not so slow, but it's definitely a slower time. I'd say around 70% or so, but it helped move a lot of my other inventory since people were mixing that set with Avatar, Call of etc. with orders. Not a pro seller. Got it. Yeah. I would say that, like, I would definitely maybe price them a little high. Like, kind of with where you're seeing people. And then keep an eye out for, like, your kind of heavy hitters or your kind of more popular or better cards. And then just, like, manually update the price. You know, I wouldn't say check it every 5 minutes, but, you know, every hour and a half, just pop in, see if the price has gone up a lot, match it. It's a little weird not having a repricer. How far away are you from getting it? If you know sales by the news, you can always, bulk reprice with the CSV. Exactly. I was just getting ready to say that. Mike beat me to it. All right, we're already maxing out the S's and the T's and the P's. Boy, we're playing with fire over here. Giddy up! Giddy up next up. Ooh, only 3 giddy ups. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Better now that you are here, Tiger. What's going on, brother? What are you doing tonight? Just making our way through another night of Foundations. I see so many people talking about how slow sales are. Wonder if it's a US thing. No, it's just it's a time of year thing. The whole reason that they do Mayhem is because typically sales are slower in May, June, July, August. So it's like TCG players' way to like incentivize people to start spending some money. That's it. TCG tracking would allow you to replace through AI. So I have not used that, and I don't know if I will. I'm. Someone asked me in my comments. I'm a madman. My threshold for shipping in a PWE is like $40, $45. It is a lot. But I've never had anything bad happen. Well, I've had like one out of like 1,200 sales has, you know, someone played and didn't get it, and I just blocked them. But like nothing bad ever happens. What are you opening? Foundation's Jumpstart. Got 3.5 cases we're doing a max box opening of. Can I give you my sorting, my advice for sorting trays? No, absolutely. Worst thing that happens is I say, great idea, but no thanks. But I mean, advice is advice. If it's potentially good, why not? Your nephew just watched episode 49 of One Pet Magic, and now he's watching YouTube vids on how to break into an apartment as a ninja. Yeah, finally got a nice little heater on the old One Pack Magic series. Finally. Shipping out some orders that came through a while back. Nice. Best sale just happened over Memorial Day weekend. Not really seeing this slow down over here. Hey. Just because it happens to a lot of people doesn't mean it's happening everywhere. So I'm glad it is not affecting you nearly as much as others. There's got to be winners and losers in pretty much everything, so. Have you got any miscut packs yet? I got one encounter pack with a 20% vertical miscut. I just got into opening the actual packs, so. TBD. I put my letters on index cards so that I can more piles. I can make them more. Oh, I put my letters on index cards so that I can take more piles around depending on the set. Got it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. The other one I really like is just wider. I could try that. The only issue I have with this is like obviously like R, S, T, P are like the biggest letters and they have the lowest amount of room. So I could always just flip it and go from like Z to like A. Who knows? Thinking making a play on lower price slabs might be good. Thinking the slowdown on the grading might be put. Derek, I don't know if grading is going to slow down because I think they put a date of June 2nd. So many people are going to be trying to jam cards in that it's. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. That sounds like a decent idea, but yeah. He's back. I told you, man. I told you. Now that we're back and everything's kind of, we're going to be trying to do this as close to daily as possible. It's only been 3 months since I've been talking about this. I do plan on doing, so for the weekend or my days off, of the 5 days, 2 days, I do plan on just having casual, like nighttime gaming, like some random Pokemon game or something. More than likely, my days off, I'm going to try to stream this type of stuff during the day and then just kind of take it down a notch and do like some casual gaming at night. So, yeah. Bronze, you said you're opening a Discord this weekend? Yes. Should be by Sunday. Either tonight or tomorrow night. My buddy that's helping me make it is going to be hopping in and making some final touches for me. But hopefully by the end of the weekend. I was super nervous about it, but now the closer it gets, the more excited I get. Ollie's Art Card Shop. What's up, dude? People already saying PS. Yeah, with that, it's. I was just watching. I'm not the biggest Twice Baked Jake fan, but I just watched a video he did before I went live, and they were talking about like the McDonald's promo, the Pikachu. There were 200 and like almost 300,000 graded copies of that card in a PSA 10, and the price keeps going up. And when I heard that, that scared the shit out of me. That should not happen. I think we're getting to a possible grading ice age. That might be a little too you know, doomsayer type stuff, but a card that has that many copies of a 10 shouldn't be climbing in price that much, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I was able to sneak in one a couple of months ago. I had like 48 cards ready to, actually, I can't send them in now, but let me show them real quick. So this is what I was going to send. Now I've got some decisions to make. But it was some decent stuff. Got a little Galarian, little Erika's Tangela. Got that on one pack Magic. Another Charizard promo. Random SIR. Terraria. There's some decent stuff in here. Like nothing too crazy. But just some fun little illustration rares. Couple SIRs. What else we got? Boom, boom. Couple Eevee promos. Those are usually pretty good, but I haven't decided. Those are good. I haven't decided if I'm just gonna. Ooh. Alright. I might just hold on to these and see what happens. I might end up just selling them. Who knows? I kind of just don't want to take them out of the sleeves, but it's a nice little solid stack of cards for a little, little decent submission if it wasn't $80 a card. But now it is, so that's not something we're gonna do. What would you guys do? Would you, considering like the whole grading thing, would you just not even worry about it and just sell them raw, or would you hold on to them if they had decent ups for that long to try to take care of it? All right. This Zelda playlist is so short. I'm going to take it until January, February 27th for those bulk orders to come back that are already in process. I don't know if it's going to take that long. It is. They're doing like 12. I think they said 1 million cards a month. So, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. For some reason, when I saw 2027, my brain went 2028. I think 6 to 8 months is going to be enough for them to catch up. But it's going to be crazy. I'd run to GameStop tomorrow, submit them, and forget about it. That's actually a solid idea. I hate GameStop. I hate GameStop. I don't want anybody touching my shit. I don't want them doing it. If I wasn't such a catastrophizer when it came to that company and my cards, I'd probably do it. Yeah, you're probably right, Papa. I would probably say I'll probably keep like some of the higher value stuff, like the Muse, and maybe like the promo, like the Charizard promo, and then just like, you know, there's no rush, obviously. Maybe use that for like starting a vending binder or whatever. I want to send cards to Gravesend Valley, but it just seems like such a scam. It kind of is. It's a scam if you don't get a 10, but if you get a 10, it's the greatest thing on earth. But if everybody got a 10 all the time, it wouldn't be special. It'd be worthless anyway, so. This should happen to me. I bought a ton of cards specifically for grading, and the day I went to submit to PSA, they made other changes. So instead of holding the bag or selling for a loss, that's what I was talking to Krabby, and he was saying that's what he's been doing a lot, is taking some decent cards like that in like the $20 to $100 range, sending them to CGC, putting them in the vault, and then just, you know, having them be sold via commission services. ATK Astro, brother. What is up, dude? Man, we got a COVID era homie coming in. What's up, dude? Any good Pokemon pulls lately? On my pack opening series, I just opened the Full Art Mega Greninja EX, which is kind of cool. I did a box opening where we opened the Meowth SIR from Perfect Order, but I don't really open a lot for myself. I usually just open a box, the packs I do for my series, and that's about it. And shifting my focus from cards that can eat the regular fee in short term, yeah. Anyone think that PSA is going to buy one of the other smaller graders again to fix their capacity? I don't think they would be able to. If they did, it would be more of a problem than it is now, but I don't know at what point is considered a monopoly, but that would be as close to a monopoly as I think you could possibly get. All right. Where are we going to put all these planes for now? Oh, right here seems good. This very dangerous shelf of just random stacks of cards that I know I'm going to bump into at some point. How about you, dude? Are you still? I don't go on Twitch much often anymore, except for just some random stuff. Are you still streaming over there? How big are you into Pokemon still? Things I was doing my giveaway, trying to do my giveaway thing back in the day, ATK. I know you probably remember that, but finally started doing this as a side hustle. It's starting to turn into a little something, and I got a little YouTube channel growing and a little group of good guys to hang out with. So it's been going good. Hey, how's it going? I just want to let you know you encouraged me to start selling bulk. I've been selling since late February and just hit $1,000 in sales for the month. Dude, Trug. Let's give a little golf clap for Ego. Love it. That's great, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words, too. I just came up from my local brick and mortar store. Nice. I forget. Do you live in Florida? What are you picking up during the sale in the morning? I'm not buying anything. I'm working. Also, I have not done any research. Focusing on kind of getting everything in order still so I can do stuff once all this is done. Good evening. What's up, guys? I am about to upload as much cards as I can today, tomorrow. Yep. Sick. I watch your YouTube videos when I eat my lunch. Love it. We love to hear it. Yeah. Skies, I'm pretty sure you can list. I think you could probably hit 20,000 cards by the end of the night. No, that's probably a lot. 10? I don't know, man. When I started relisting my inventory, I was able to list 29,000 Magic cards in 8 hours. But that's because most of it was already pre-sorted. But when I hit that number in an 8-hour day, I was like, holy shit. It was kind of crazy. This deck back in the day, like 2013, what was it, Kanzatar Kier? Heroic. Oh, I hated playing that deck so much. It was one of those decks that like shouldn't have won as much as it did, but just somehow, it was a hard deck to pilot, but if you were good at it, it was a strong deck. More planes. That's got to be a record bronze. I'm telling you, dude. I was pretty excited. Yeah, I got some Gengars. I'm still in my Sabrina's Gengar and 2 Gengars. Then I'm reinvesting into other stuff for my collection. What type of stuff are you trying to pick up? Like steeled? I forgot what your favorites were, but you trying to pick up like decent slabs for your favorite pokes? Don't taunt us. Tell us the nerds you're trying to get. Jeez, my best in 8 hours is only 5K. I need to stop. Hey, like I said, I wouldn't have been able to do that much if it wasn't already pre-sorted. It was all sorted, so I was able to just. I mean, it was a lot, and I was tired, but I still have probably 5 or 6 rows to go still, but we need to get this stuff done so we can get some money back, so that's what we're doing. S R. You're a team up collector? Nice. It's a pretty solid that's a nice popular thing. I like that. Team up school. eBay Authenticator sent a Pokemon back to me because it said it had been altered, but they did not say what about the card was altered. I don't think they would. Someone might know better than me, but I think their only purpose is to say whether it is or isn't, and they're not there to tell you what about it isn't. I've never run into the problem myself, so I don't know, but you got the Lovebirds. I hope he does. He's been at the game for a while. He probably has a pair from when they were like, what was the lowest they were at like 4 or 5 years ago? Like $1,900. Triplicate spirits. PSA 10, baby. What is a PSA 10 now? Like 8? 7 or 8? That's one of those cards. It seems like every day just goes up a couple $100. PRST. Good evening, all. Back again. What are we sorting? We're on round 2 of Foundations Jumpstart. HMRAA. The whole goal was to do this on my days off so I could do it all right away, but the mail kind of screwed that up, so I'm having to like slowly grind towards the finish line, but we'll make it. DHMRACDDRT1. I pull all mine. I have 2 right now. 1 graded, 1 raw. Do you think the raw one is 10 as well? Holy crap. That is pretty sick. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, Joe Little? What's going on? That's the thing about chat. I keep getting older and they keep staying the same age. All right, all right, all right. I don't know if that works. I got the line right, but I don't know if that works. Yeah, so we opened all of the packs for the decks. We have the decks alpha sorted to make it easier to alpha sort each color. Then we're going to alpha sort each color. And then once every color is alpha sorted, then we're just going to zipper everything in. Hot button topic. How many of you guys actually hate zippering? Because I feel like a lot of the people who say they hate zippering or zippering is like too much work, I don't see what the problem with it is. But I also, I'm in the minority of a lot of stuff, but I don't think zippering is like the worst thing in the world. It's a necessary evil. You got to do it. Not every part of the business that you love is going to be something you want to do. It also might be because of my I don't want to say hatred, but I definitely don't think I'll ever be doing a chaos sort anytime soon. So I don't know. Unforgivable. Alphabetical. H R. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? How come you guys didn't tell me I had a T with the M's and M's with the T's? What did? Oh my gosh. You're fired. How many more white decks we got going? I think this is the last stack of white decks. Oh, we got two. Love-hate zippering. When I'm in the mood, it's calming. When I'm not in the mood, I wait until I am. Very fair. What is zippering? It's like when you have a bunch of cards and then you sort a bunch of more cards and then you have to file those cards in within the others. That's what zippering is. It's just as much of a hot button topic as anything else in the hobby. I do Chaos, then Alpha, so Zipper to me is just topping. That makes sense. Do you use, is that a printer hickey? A little printer hickey. Do you guys do anything with, oh my God. Camera orientation, help, stop. And there it is. I should probably separate that and not call it near mint, but I'm going to. What was I saying? Oh, so when you do you use card uploader tap for your chaos sort, and then like do the combined listings things to restock the cards in the certain areas that they're in? I feel like I could have asked that question way better than I did, but that's how it came out. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people dislike it. I personally don't have that much of a hatred for it. Like anything else, man. It can be a little, like, get a little old at times, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, the worst case scenario, if I'm really unmotivated to do it, I just put it in a separate box, alpha sorted, right next to the other box. And then if I just can't find it in one box, then I just look for through the other box. Takes a little more time, but, you know, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. Oh, so you don't just use TCG tracking for tracking shipments. You use it for your inventory, like a card uploader or something. I thought TCG tracking was just for like adding a stamp to a PWE or something. No, I'll check it out. I will definitely check it out. Honestly, that's the only thing that really I had a problem with chaos sorting was like restocking, because I wouldn't want to have like a bay with like one card. So if I knew where to go to find it, I might be a little more enticed to do it, but because I plan on having a very, very, very wide inventory, I still don't think it's going to be ideal for me, but... So is this TCG Player eBay inventory? I'm still struggling with that. I have been settling on doing just like all Magic on TCG Player and then all Pokemon on eBay. But like there's a lot of bulk rares that you know, they're not fast sellers. So it's like, do I want to throw it on TCG Player to help out with the direct stuff? Should I just keep them and just start making like dollar binders for when I have a store? I could always take the bulk rares and make bulk lots for eBay, but I'm not. I hate doing lots. I don't want to do them. I know it's probably a necessary evil. So more than likely, at least for this, I'm probably just gonna list everything on eBay, no matter on TCG Player, no matter what, and then reassess for the next one. I use it for inventory, auto price, ship, price research, and hosting my direct store. How much, I think you may have said it before, how much of an upcharge is it to add tracking to a PWE? Let's see. Uh-oh. Oop. Johnny. All right. For you Magic nerds, what is your favorite Planeswalker ever? Or if you can't think of a favorite, what's like one of your like top 3? Mine is easily a Johnny Vengeant, Lightning Helix on a stick, Armageddon Ultimate. Land Destruction is my absolute favorite thing in the world. It's why I don't play Commander, because I would definitely play Land Destruction and very much try to disrupt things. And it's IMB tracking. I'm sorry, I might be slightly dumb. I know what IMB tracking is. You'll have to remind me what the acronym stands for. Because I'm having a moment. No, IMB doesn't stand for Texas Ranger. Interesting. Johnny, I think it's like $1. It's not much. STT. All right, 6 more decks, and then we can start alpha sorting each letter. Yay. Listen to how excited I am. SCT. Rockman guy. I need to start. That's probably a good channel idea for Discord. Some really good sources for like DMCA free video game music. No, that's my favorite Planeswalker. Got it. Duh. But your favorite Planeswalker's dead. Favorite Ugin Eye of the Storms. Is that the Dragons of Tarkir one? No. Tarkir Dragon Storm. Intelligent mail barcoding. I did not know what that meant then. Saved. Uh-oh, see? Too soon, I know. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. You just witnessed me have a brain fart live. I lost all autonomy and completely forgot what I was doing for a moment. That was probably for me making fun of a dead Chuck Norris. My favorite creatures in Magic are the dinos. I like it. Ghalta is a nice big old stompy. It's very niche, but my favorite... it wasn't a good deck. I tried to make it good. Minotaurs is like my favorite tribe. Back in the Mercadian Mask days, they had the Rishadan Pirate line. They had like the 3, 4, and 5 cost one where they had an ETB of like your opponent had to pay X or sacrifice a permanent. And I tried really hard to fashion like a control-y, like bouncy, like land destruction kind of deck with those. Nah, I'll make fun of Dead Norris. Yeah, let's do it. Chuck Norris, you're dead. Ha! Switch to YouTube. Chat testes, 1, 2 testes. Yes, I have checked. I have 2 testes. All right, that does it for white. Let's get to the actual sorting now, shall we? Plain stack, gross. All right, I got a dip for the Eve. Have a great night. See you later, Tap for Games. Everybody, if you haven't liked the stream, go ahead and do so, but also make sure you go check out my buddy Tap for Games. Excellent stuff over there. Back in the days, I really liked the Kabus. Too bad that, I mean, you had Flame Tongue Kabu. I'm pretty sure Flame Tongue Kabu is still a... he's a cube staple, depending on the cube, no? Flame 2, that's how you know how far Magic has come. Flame Tongue Kabu, a 4/2 that does 4 damage ETB, used to be goated removal. Nowadays, that thing probably gets laughed at. All right. So usually, you can't really see it, but I'll stack. You can't see it. I'll stack cards like this, alphabetically, and then just make my way through them. Love Rishadan Pirates. That was when like Snap was in and Daze was in. Gush. All the really good like return to your land mana cheat stuff. Very good. Very good. Very, very good. This camera is like definitely cramping on my space here. Alright, that'll be fine. Okay. J I H G F E B C I had a fun Kobold deck using the Legends of Kobolds and the 0/1 that made creatures attacking with them. Yes, I remember that card. That card was fun. That card was definitely fun. One of my glowing accomplishments in a tournament I was in, there was a period of time where Mana Clash was in Standard. And I didn't have enough. I think I was like a Shock or like a Fiery Temper or Short or something. So I put in a Mana Clash, and on turn 1, I was able to do 15 damage to my opponent and 8 damage to myself because I was on the greatest heads tails call of all time. It was pretty crazy. The guy was pissed. He insta-scooped. I was like, what are you doing? It's not that bad. And he's like, no, shut up. I was like, okay, thank you for the win. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. This is why I like to do this with Jumpstart, because most of the decks are going to have the same like cards, so you can get away with like kind of speed running through. Even though there's a lot of different cards, you only have like 3 or 4 slots usually per deck. Per deck. That is, if you don't screw up every time like I've been doing. Angelic Edict, Ancestral Blade. Lots of Ancestral Blades. Alright, A, B, C, D. D. E, F, G, H, I, J. A Johnny. Johnny's Pride Mate. A K, Corwin, L, M, N, A, N, C, and D, A, N, E, F, G, Angel, Angel. Angelic Cub, Angelic Edict, Angelic Gift, Archon of Falling Stars, Sungrace, Argivian. I think we did it. Nice. Ooh. Bees. Hey Bronze, how's the breakdown of the MTG gone? What's up, Crazy Carl? Pretty good. It's gonna take longer than I hoped, but we finally got it and we're making our way through it, so. I think we should be on target to have everything done by the weekend though. How are you doing, dude? How's your prep for, what the hell is it called? Mayhem? We just said it earlier. How's your prep for Mayhem coming? So many banishing lights. All right, banishing, B-A-N. Banisher Priest. B-A-S. Bassaries. Solidarity. Battlefield. Bishop. Brigone. Brimaz. God, I got 2 Brimazes? That's crazy. What metal rack do you use to hold all your boxes of cards? They are, you can probably get them other places than Home Depot, but I get them from Home Depot. They're called HDX 6-tier metal shelving units. Each one comes with 6 shelves, and if you do it correctly, you can combine 2 of them into one unit, so you can have a total of 2 shelves together. Cartouche. Captivating, chosen, cage. I see you. You better believe it. Hadn't had much to do. I sell on eBay. Biggest prep I've had is getting scheduled out for all next week so I can degen playing PoE 2 launch this weekend. Yeah. I wish I had the time. I mean, I do. There's a way to make it happen, but I don't know. That game looks so good, though. It really does. Nice shirt, Bronze. Looking snazzy. Thanks. I have 2 shirts. I have this one and another one. So I either look snazzy or I look... Well, I have 3. I have this one, the branded shirt like I was talking about before, and then all my wife beaters. So I either look homeless, trying to build a business, or I look snazzy. Thank you for the compliments nonetheless. Cage, Captivating, Cartouche, Cave, Celestial Enforcer, Celestial Unicorn, Chains, Chosen Conclave. You're awesome. Thank you. No, you're awesome. Thank you. If you've been hanging around and you're enjoying the stream, consider just tickling that like button. See if we can get to 20 likes. That would be great if we can. We're almost there. I think we're just like 2 or 3 shy. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if you guys want this zoomed in anymore or not. So you can kind of like see the cards at least. I don't know. I'm bad. Here's all the heroic decks. Oh, we got 2. It's okay, Bronze. We love you even when you're dressed like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That's good to know. Now I don't have to. Now I can take one less thing off my my brain, which I overthink literally everything. I like it. I like it. Got the repost. Danitha. Nope. Yep. Bronze, you said your goal is to save up 50K to do this full time. Do you have a goal of what you would like to be making hourly before you take the plunge? No. I probably should, but the goal is to have that 50K to live off of so I can just constantly be buying, selling, and doing this. That 50 grand is literally to just live off of and then use some of it to, like, you know, not even a store, but if I had 50 grand, I could take 10K of that, buy a bunch of inventory, and then the other 40K just, you know, probably stretch that to, you know, last 2 years, potentially more. You know, it'll probably take a year or 2 to get there, but that's why every day, if we're not doing something to get there, we don't do it. It's another reason why I don't really play games a lot anymore, and why I keep trying to start my gaming channel, which I've yet to post on, because it's like I want to find an outing to do that, because I miss it. I miss it. DA. What about you? Do you have a goal of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get to? Defend, defiant, desperate, destroy. Yeah, I've been planning for it. Been planning like 2 weeks. LOL, bought like 24K cards and had 700 set. Highly recommend it if you're interested. PoE 1 and 2. Yeah, I did play PoE 1 for a little bit, but I was still in my like Diablo's better phase, but it wasn't. Helm Depot MLB. It was their HDX 6-tier metal shelves. I'm glad you were live. I'm bored to death of music and YouTube videos while I list. I'm trying to pay better attention when you roar Pastor of Phantom is live. Anyone else I should do to add to the list? Yeah, I don't know if they go live, but Tap for Games. I don't know if he goes live, but he's started making content. And he does some really good videos. Retro Mike is another good one. There's probably some I'm forgetting. Reformed Collector. He's pretty cool. Yeah, basically just emergency fund. Exactly. I mean, in all honesty, if I don't know. I hope this doesn't come across the wrong way. I really do hope, but we got monetized, right, for YouTube. And this month was like a $300 month, which is insane. So honestly, if I can get to the point by the end of the year where that's averaging like $400 to $600 a month, then probably the beginning of the year, I would go down to like 32 hours. I wouldn't go down to full part-time, but like 32 hours just so I have an extra day, because I'm not gonna lie, it's getting to the point where I really can't do everything I need in 2 days off, and I need the extra third day. So if I can use YouTube to supplement, you know, my stuff, it might make things a little easier, because that'll be one extra day that I can get so much stuff done, so much more content and this, that, the other, and you know, it's a little scary, but yeah, we gotta keep taking those leaps. Thanks to the directs, so check them out. Yeah, no problem. You can always just dive into OSRS. That's a great second monitor game. Haha. I've been OSRS. What is OSRS? I should know probably. I'm in influence right now. Sorry, I don't play often anymore, but still make time. Yeah, I mean, like, so my decompressed game is Hearthstone. Usually before bed, like after doing this for 3 or 4 hours, once it gets to midnight, it's hard for me to fall asleep. So Hearthstone has like an auto battling, what the hell is the word I'm looking for? An auto battler like sub game that is fun. It doesn't take a lot of brain power to do, so I get to wind down a little bit. But honestly, I just need to make it a priority. Even if it was just 1 hour a day on my days off, or 2 hours. If I woke up early, go into the gym, and then like from 8 to 10 played like 2 hours for the games and recorded them, like that would be enough to wet the whistle. Plus, you're getting an extra day off. Will increase your sales? Yes. I mean, what I would be losing on work, I would be able to gain 7-fold or 10-fold or whatever. Doesn't make it any less scary, but I'm trying to do that for the January 1st. So, if my goal is to try to get the $10,000 emergency fund by December 31st. I have like a month worth of vacation left. So what I'm going to do in the winter time, actually, it's probably like October, as a test run, I'm going to use that last 4 days of vacation, and I'm going to use it to have a 3-day weekend, 4 weeks in a row, to simulate like what I would be doing, to see how much more I can get done, and then decide from there. Hearthstone decompressed, must have chained a ton since I played. I mean, it definitely takes some thought process, but being an auto battler, you really just have to do like a little bit of thinking. There are some turns that are still long, but I've never been a RuneScape guy. Sorry. Faith. I don't know which one of these goes first, so we're just gonna do that. I hope it's right. But like that's why I started to play. I started a playthrough of Legends Arceus, and I know it's not the best game in the world, but there's so much like you don't have to really pay too much attention to battles. If you have strong guys, you can pretty much take out anything, and you're just mindlessly running around catching stuff. Like that would be a good wind down game for me. That's probably what I'm going to use to start getting back into just playing for random stuff. Period. But I don't know. It's hard for me to play games and wind down because I don't want to say I have an addictive personality, but when I get focused on a game specifically, it's hard for me to put it down. It's like crack. Teamfight's cool. Teamfight is definitely a solid game. But for me, I had to pick between that and Hearthstone because there wasn't enough time, and I had way more invested in Hearthstone, so I just kept rolling with it. Your boy's got 2 stacks of the same card. Godsend. Giada. Yo, 20 likes on the stream. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best. Gavany, GE, Giada, Gerd, Glory, Godsend, Golden. H. Oh, Foundations Jumpstart. How I love thee. I was wondering how hard it was going to be to sort H's, and then the first 20 cards were all the same dumb idiot. Oh my god. There we go. Whatever. It's all getting listed. I'm not worrying about lots right now, so it's whatever. Herald of the Sun, Herald of War, Hex, Gold, Hinterland Harbor. Yeah, so I never played Hades, not knowing that it was a roguelike. I do like roguelikes for just kind of mindless whatever. Now, once I found out Hades was one of those, now I want to. I don't know, like how many other like gaming content creators you have, but there's a really big Hearthstone one that just came out with his own game. His name is Regis Kilbin, and he has a pretty cool game that they just came out with. That's an auto battling thing that's like very chill, and I wanna give that a shot. And it's not that expensive. IMP, IND, INS, ING. Yeah, I'm sure the original Hades at this point is a couple years old, so it won't be that expensive. J. K. Lightwalker. And you, my friend, will play the role of Lube the Skyballer. I don't know if I want to be balling dudes. Light the way, Leonin of Leonin Vanguard, Light Walker. Mentor of the Meek. Such a good card. Uh-oh. Okay, that was right. Mirrodin Bardiche. Mace. Mirren. Maul. Militant Mall. M-A-K... M-A-C... M-A-K, M-A-U... Oh. M-A-M-E-M... M-E-N... M-E-S-M-I-K-R-L... M-O-M of boom. Alright. Once we removed all these lands, we might have just a one row of each color, which would be crazy. Next Fleece Ram, N. O-U-T. O-J. Congrats with your success on the Sunday morning combos, by the way. They're super enticing. You're a good reader. Thanks, Trey. I definitely get a little wordy with my questions sometimes, but you know, I should probably be a little more prepared, but I definitely just kind of go off the cuff and just kind of see what their answers are and then kind of try to ask questions from there. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad you like it. You know, it's, you know, I do it obviously for myself to talk to these really awesome people, but for you and anyone out there who likes listening to some of these people talk. It almost didn't happen because your boy was a big old wuss, but we got past it. We got past it. Q, easy. R, relief. Uh-oh. Repel, recumbent, repel. Revitalize. 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 Recumbent. Rocks. Anybody remember the original MTG commercial with Rocks, whatever the green version of Rocks was? I think it's cool. Got to get Rudy on? I asked him in Patreon. I knew what the answer was because I know what his policy is. But I was like, hey, I know your policy, but here it goes. And he was like, hey, I appreciate the whatever it took to ask. No. Thank you for your support. And then he did like a little winky face, and I was like, yeah, that's all right. I got it. I had to, though. I had to. R-E-C-U, R-E-C-R, R-E-P-Q-R, R-E-C, R-E-L, R-E-V, R-H-R-I. Fear of rejection, failure can hold you back for sure. It is one of the few things in this world that is an absolute. It really is. And the thing is that when you start kind of getting out of that mindset, it's like, it's hard to go back. You just keep winning. And even if you have a loss, the loss is not nearly as bad as you think it is. Spirited Companion. Alright, let's move these over one. Stonehaven Outfitters. Good stuff. Sarah Angel. Boom. 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 Uh-oh. Wrong spot. Next Sunday, you should have Palm Beach Pete on. I think he's running for governor of Texas or something. Really? Have Palm Beach Pete on. I think he's running for governor of Texas. Does he do cards? Sure. I think we have Krabby cards on this weekend. We actually did a lot of like grading card talk, which is a little different than what we talk about, but it was super nice dude. It'll be a fun one. Had a lot of solid suggestions for the potential grading woes that some might be having. Sand, Step, Outcast, Steadfast. Running out of room. S is always the hard one. Swift, 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 Swift. Oh, Star People, here we go. Unicorn. Dun, 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 dun. Savannah Lions. All right. Steadfast Century. Steadfast Century. Probably the only time we're going to run out of spots on the board. That's okay. Savannah. Squad, squad, squad. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Boom. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right. S.A. 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 Sand Step. B.C.D. E, B, C, D, E, B, C, D, E, Secluded, Search, F, G, H, I, H, F, G, H, I, Shield, J, K, L, M, JKLM, NOP, Spirit, Speak, Easy, Speak, SPAKER, Squad, QRST, STAR, STAL, STRNM, STRF, Star, STE. Yo, what's up, Briarwood? What's going on, brother? Steadfast Unicorn, Stone. Before stepping to bronze, I was a broke Timmy. Now I have a Lambo, a beautiful wife, and a loving girlfriend. Keep up the great work. What's up, dude? Coffee and Cardboard Show. That's the other podcast I'm part of. If you guys want to listen to magic, more magic stuff, but a little more financy things, and three dudes ramble on stuff, go check it out. Also, of all those things, I know that one of them isn't true, and one of them you just told me is a lie. So you guys can guess which one is not correct. Sun Grace, Sun Main, HMSW. Perfect. We made it. We made it. All right. 80,000 kinds of thriving lands. Oh. Heath. 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 Random revive. Third. I think that's a couple bucks. Heath, 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 Heath. How we doing, Rob? How's your night going, dude? Trusty Retriever. Trusty Retriever? Which one? Which Pokemon is the... Zamazenta's the shield and Zacian's the sword? That kind of looks like Zacian, right? Little MTG Zacian action. Take up the shield. Random D. Triplicate Spirits. Alright. TA. TENTETHOH. Tier I, tier U. Are you getting ready for the craziness tomorrow? I'm not going to be able to have any of this stuff up in time, unfortunately. So that is a very sad no, but now that we're caught up on all the other stuff, my RI finally populated, so by the weekend, by Sunday, I should have my TCG player back open, and we'll have a nice solid week or two of sales. Valorous Venerated. W. Climb up on my faithful steed. Then we're gonna ride, gonna sort some bulk. Climb up on my big ass steed and ride. Tomorrow is Mayhem. They do a 10% store credit sale, mainly to help out with the on average slowness of the summer season. So everyone's trying to list as much as they can to take advantage of it. All right. Let's see if we can at least get these blue decks sorted, the decks parts done. Hey, Bronze, you should have Ripship, or was that something you were just considering? I've never taken part in one, but if you started one, I'd love to throw down on a few packs. Number one, bruv is one of my favorite words ever. I have a few buddies that were from various parts of the world that would say it all the time. It's something on the radar. I don't know. I've been buying like ETBs and stuff here and there when it's not ridiculous and trying to save up to have a decent inventory to start one. Ideally, I would like to start one by the end of the year. It probably won't take that long. I know I don't have to have like some crazy inventory to start, but it's something we definitely want to start doing. Definitely something we want to start doing. I appreciate the fact that you'd want to throw down too. That's awesome. 8%. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's like Mayhem is like 8% if you're like not a TCG subscriber, and then it's like 10% if you are. I think they did that in years past too. The other thing with the Rippership too was like I gotta like get a website, or I have to like get a Shopify or a Wix or something started. In all honesty, starting off, it wouldn't last forever, but starting off, I thought about just buying packs and selling them for break even just to start doing one. And then like after a month or two, you know, 10% or 20% or whatever. So I know like the whole point of doing one is to make a little bit of extra money, but also I don't want to buy packs that are already high and then like murder someone over them. So it's just kind of getting in my head on where I want that price point to be and stuff. Hi, I'm new to the channel. I was introduced to you this past Sunday when you had a video with Nomics. I may find this info somewhere in your channel. However, Cliffhanger, what's up, dude? What's up? I just hit level 4, put my inventory on hidden last week to recoup. I might not make it either. Did I receive? Yeah. It's not the end of the world. Like I said before, I would be way more bummed if I wasn't able to have a good Cyber weekend, which is the Thanksgiving weekend sale they do. I have a couple questions. I've been thinking about getting into bulk selling. I heard you say you do Pokemon on eBay and Magic Displayer. Why is that? What is the best way to start? Good evening, Bronze. Jay Johnson. What's up, dude? Well, the Magic on one and Pokemon on another is kind of a new thing I think I'm trying. I am a direct seller on TCG Player. Pokemon is not the best thing for direct. There are things that will sell on direct, but because I was listing the bulk, like most people would not list the stuff I was because I didn't have another option when I started. And you can make money doing it, but once you get on direct and the floor price, you have an automatic 40-cent floor price. So all these like really low value cards that were moving almost halted. Like reverse hollows and stuff, those will go, but it almost halted. And I don't want to have a second account, at least not right now, even though I know you can. And Pokemon kind of goes a little better on eBay for, for the most part. You can usually get a little more for them. So I'm still trying to pick my lane, but I'm thinking of doing like, I've got a 5 row or 2 of like, $1 to $5 cards and some like retro stuff that I'm going to focus on. And once I get through that, then I'll figure out how much of the Pokemon stuff I'm going to list, where is it. But a lot of the bulkier Magic stuff, because most of it's playable, you can sell them on eBay and do fine, but I'm very much a volume guy. I want to get this in and out. So if I can sacrifice a couple percentage points to get my money back ASAP, I'm doing it. How long does Mayhem last? I think it's just the afternoon. I think it's like 9 o'clock in the morning to midnight or 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock. It's definitely not a whole day. Nine o'clock Eastern to be specific. Uh-oh. O-R-S-T-I-L. But yeah, spend a little bit of extra time tonight getting, you don't have to necessarily do bulk, just like you have a couple of decent things. A couple extra things that you can list that are in the, $1 to $10 range. Get them up there, try to move them. There's nothing wrong with that. Bam, 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 bam. You. I have, just like you said, a bunch of bulk. What would you recommend for someone to start? I have an eBay account as a seller, but no TCG Player seller account. So like bulk. Like for eBay, it's a little hard. Cause like The lowest price you can really sell something on eBay is going to be like $1.79, and you're going to make like not a lot, like a quarter, maybe a little more than that. Obviously, if you get multiple card orders, that changes. When I first started, I just listed literally everything, no matter how much of it I had. Like for Pokemon, I got up to like 180,000 cards, and I literally had like 40 copies of this, 70 copies of that. And once I started getting higher and higher inventory counts, people started doing master sets and, you know, buying a lot of one favorite dude, and it started to work a little bit. I'm worried about shipping and people saying they didn't get their cards. Okay. That happens very rarely. It happens not as often as you would think. We were talking about this earlier. I have a floor of like $40. I won't add tracking on something under TCG Player unless the order goes over $40. And I want to say in the almost 13,000 orders I've done, I think I've had maybe a handful that either said they didn't get it or whatever. And, you know, it's just part of the deal. You know, when you don't ship it with tracking, you know, it is what it is. But I would not let that stop you, because it will happen at some point. Please tell me when you open your own LGS, you're putting on Carmine's Corner. No, actually, not a bad thing. So you know how like in like old Twitch days, or even now, like when you would sub to someone's channel, they would say, "Hey, welcome to the Dragons, whatever, or the lounge." I think I still have it listed, but I think I'm gonna call it the name I have right now is the Derp Den as my card store name. Let's go to the Derp Den, because Psyduck is a derp. Psyduck is my homie. He's my ride and die. He's my logo. Technically, it's not Psyduck because he's got a beard and a trident and a crown. Psyduck has neither of those, so for trademark purposes, I might be able to get away with it. Now I know derp might have a negative connotation to it, so I'm gonna have to rethink that, but I like it. I like it a lot. Super Slam, dude. Super Slam. Also, that's the set that was like really, really good, right? I don't know a lot about Flesh and Blood, but I do know, I think it was like Mistvale, Super Slam. This mic is like right in my way of seeing, like right over here. Like right over here. Oh, let me zoom out since I'm back to sorting. Yeah. My mic, which is right here, it's like blocking this area. Derpanooch? Yeah. Hey, forget about it. Give me the insert Italian sounding Pokemon name here. Hey. Okay, I'll open Carmine's Corner then. You got it, dude. I won't fight you. If you are just starting, I would not recommend getting any technology at all and do everything by hand for like 3 to 6 months. Because just because you have technology is not going to cut out the fact that you're going to have to sort things by hand, and you need to figure out if you even like doing it. So hand sort, hand pick, hand sift for like months, even years. I didn't get a scanner for 2 years. That was probably extreme, but yeah, like a lot of people will buy these bigger things and then they don't like it, or it's like, because it's a lot of work. It's like, it's easy hard work, but it's hard still. CRUTOA, oh, ARC. I remember that one. I didn't realize that was such a good set. I did one mass box opening of it once, and I want to say it was ARC, and the store wasn't able to sell any of it, so they sold it to me for like at their cost, which was like $40 a box or something, which I know jack about that game, but at $40 a box, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to lose on anything. Does non-foil Pokemon cards sell? They do. And that's kind of like where, like me listing everything, there were plenty that didn't, but just having the inventory there, a lot of times when they would go make a master set or do something, they would like, oh, this guy's got this and that, the other. So I treated like a lot of the bulk, the bloat, as just impulse buy stuff. But now that I sold most of the back stock to someone, got that little chunk of change, you know, it's time to switch things up a little bit. And I've got time to figure it out between this and all the other stuff that we have pending and we got to catch up on, so. Yeah, I mean, if you don't plan on bulking it out to somebody, and you don't want to do lots, it might as well be listed and sitting there listed versus not listed. But you obviously still want to prioritize like what you can make your money back on fast. So, like if you ever get caught up, yeah, just list whatever. And then you can always delist it, or like I did, if you have an opportunity to blow it up and liquidate it to someone. Non-holo deck exclusives should sell pretty well, I would think. I think they do. Obviously, your more popular ones, like I have like some, like Raichu and some like the Iron Thorns and stuff like that have gone. I just started relisting, so I'm up to like 700, 800 listings, so I don't have a whole lot of listings. But I know once I start getting up to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, some of these bigger bulk orders will start to come. Yeah, deck exclusives, the old like the older championship league promos where it's kind of got that like black and white Scarlet Violet like hollow pattern where it's kind of like you know, distorted. Those do well. They do. Yep. I would love a sifter. I still enjoy a sifting process, but I feel like sifting takes more time than listing. I'm guessing sifters and scanners are different machines. Well, I think the sifter will sift out the value, but those cards, they will like, you'll be able to upload them. So you don't have to sift it and then manually list it. Well, it's definitely not once in a lifetime. It might be because I don't know if I'm going to go that heavy into buying Pokemon bulk. People around me are getting wild. People are starting to do like $30 per thousand, and I refuse to do that. But you know, that guy I sold to, I've done smaller deals with him before. He's like very esteemed around here, and it's you know, I get rates that are a little higher than everybody else because of how reliable I am. So if it ever came to that, yeah, I would be able to do something, but I want to be able to catch up on this stuff and get back some of this, you know, money. And have any Sun and Moon Crobat or Vileplume Dex exclusives? I don't have a lot of Sun and Moon. There is some, I just don't know. I mean, it's an okay amount, but I don't know. A lot of the Sun and Moon stuff I've had, I've just pulled out the reverse hollows as I've been like starting to list to eBay and haven't really been paying attention to who or what they are. Also, for Sun and Moon, are deck exclusives hollows? Because that's one thing that throws me off when I'm listing on Card Uploader. It's like I'll say deck exclusive, and I'm used to deck exclusives being non-hollow, but like some of the older ones, deck exclusives are hollows. When you say lots, just random lots, or you have specific cards you list in the lot? I've seen like a 50 card lot with 15 hollows, but a random. Yeah. So you do like 15 hollow rares, make sure they're all different. You want to do like different dudes. You don't want to do like 15 of the same Pokemon. Or like, you know, 10 EXs for $9.99, or 500 cards of Pokemon bulk for $25 or $20 or like all these. If someone doesn't buy these lands from me who email me and offering to, I'll make land lots. I'll do like 500 card land lots, 100 of each land for like $30 or $40. There's lots of different things you can do. But starting off, yeah, just kind of, I would say pick TCG Player or pick eBay, and then master it, or get as close to mastering it as possible, and then go from there. I got a Lord of the Rings Commander deck from Temu delivered today. I would get another one, but Temu Magic decks are expensive. Was it real? I'm afraid to order off of Temu. I mean, obviously it probably was, but what are you gonna do with it? Are you just gonna sit on it, or non-hollow version of a regular set hollow card? Yeah, I thought so, but I'm not too versed on the older generations. I started my TCG seller to try to get some of the money back from all the pack repping. Hey, collect the hobby to fund the hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone has to be a building a business or whatever, Heyo, what's up, Shiny? Shiny Shadows. Such a beautiful. What's the word? Contradiction. Love it. By great advice. Thanks. By the way, I subbed yesterday. Oh, dude, what's up, dude? Thank you, man. Thanks, Carlos. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing your name. Maybe it was under something else. I don't know. Either way, appreciate it, dude. Month and a half in, I got 62 orders, level 3, $800 in. Nice, Lucian. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up. That's how I started? Oh, what? Like just picking a lane and sticking to it? Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm yourself too much when you're starting because there's a lot. But you also have to you need to... I don't mean this in a bad way to anybody, but like when you're starting off and you're seeing everyone, even me, like I do it with other people still. It's like you want to be where they're at, but like anything, when you're getting into certain jobs that are like your plumbers and your electricians and stuff, you have to do the grunt work before you get to do the big boy stuff. And that's kind of what you have to do with cards. You need to be willing to get in the trenches and sort through the bulk and sift it and do it all by hand, and you're just going to set yourself up for success versus going straight to using tools for everything, because the day that comes where that's not possible, or something breaks, or whatever, you'll find out real fast when you're put to the metal, if you're willing to do the extra stuff or not. I opened a Lost Thunder booster box the other day. A bit expensive, but lots of cards for a master set. Nice. Lost Thunder. That's how much is that box? Couple grand? Sheesh. I pack ripped a ton. Yeah. Hey. Oh, for this. Yeah. I mean, if it was Magic, it's definitely possible to do. Obviously, the more you can buy at once, and depending on how much you're buying it for, are big ingredients in the success of that. But I am sorting bulk right now, dude. That's what's up. That's like the whole point of these lives is like talk shop. If you're having a hard time picking a time to set aside an hour or two to do it, now is a better time than any. $17.50. I'm on TCG Player. I do Pokemon, Digimon, and some Dragon Ball. I've been wanting to try to do like some more obscure. I mean, I don't know if it's technically considered obscure, but you don't hear Digimon and Dragon Ball a lot, but some of them cool Dragon Ball cards look amazing. Amazing. I did that. Went headfirst into the biz. I'm on day 18 and pro seller fulfilling 80 orders today alone. It's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot, but it, you know, you get those war scars and it starts to really, you know, doing the hard stuff builds your, you know, builds you up for what's to come later. Do you recommend TC Player Direct? No. If you're starting off, hell no. You have to have a lot of cards. The velocity is so fast. It is unbelievable. When people say it's fast, you might think, no, it's a lot. When I first joined, my first 2 return invoices were like 15 and 1800 cards. And you have to be like it's going to overwhelm you. So you have to have like, you know, a system. You have to be able to get your hand on a lot of stuff, especially Magic, because Direct is way more friendlier to Magic than any other game. Out of everything I've been selling, Gundam has been it. Has not really sold any of my Pokemon yet for some reason, with free shipping really that need it. You don't have to. When you're dealing with TCG Player, I've always done free shipping over $5 when it was unlocked because it's bulk. Like, you don't have to, but like, you know, if you have free shipping over $5 and you have like a lower floor of like 15 to 20 cents, you know, it's a volume game kind of thing. It's bulk. If it's bulk, like, yeah, I would do that all day. And you'll definitely see sales. You know, you'll be selling more cards for a little less, but it's bulk. You know, you're paying a penny for it. So if you sell a card that you for 15 cents that you paid a penny for, that's 1,500% profit. That's hard to turn down. And then you just tweak from there. But yeah, when you're trying to move a lot of really lower value cards, asking someone to pay $4 shipping, I mean, people do it, but they're much further and fewer between than your bigger stuff. C E Digimon pops off where I'm at. I'm not so much Dragon Ball. I wish I got into watching Digimon back in the day, man. That seemed like a pretty cool show. But I was definitely Pokemon all the way. Lily's determination made me rich. Yep. I wasn't able to jump on the Pokepad train when it first happened. I would say that the trainer I easily made the most money on was Night Stretcher. I opened a lot of Shrouded Fable, so when that thing went up to $4, it and Earthen Vessel, when it first came out, God, so many $4 sales. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. PGSOBBCEGP. Oop, wrong spot. With free shipping, can I set the top amount to get free along with shipping cost if top amount is not reached? I don't think so. With TCG Player, it's pretty much just free over $5. So if they order $5 of cards, then you pay the shipping on it. I could be wrong on that, but I never. So if they order anything under $5, they still pay the shipping fee. So if their order total is $4.99, then they have to pay the $1.32 or the $1.37 or whatever. But once the order total hits $5, you're paying shipping. But like, again, it's bulk. You're already making so much money off of it, even though it may seem like just pennies, that, you know, $5 order, you pay $3 or you pay $2 or $1.50 or so in shipping. $3.50, $3.25 in profit on a, you know, maybe 50 cent, 60 cent, if that investment. Just wash, rinse, repeat, baby. Interesting here, Gundam moves. One Piece bulk does F all. Yeah. I made my first One Piece sale. There's still 5 cards. I've had 5K comments. Yeah. I don't know much about One Piece, but yeah, it is not a very bulk friendly endeavor, as far as I've known and experienced. Gundam is pretty popular. It's, you know, I'm still like holding off a little bit because, like, you know, when COVID happened and all the new games popped up, a lot of them didn't survive. So I'm not trying to like bite on the hook of a lot of these things until they've been around for a little bit. You know, that could be a bad move, but right now, with the time that I have available to me, Magic and Pokemon are just the they're the primary objectives. I should probably move the peas to peas. I particularly don't like how the standard cards look in Gundam. I don't like the borders. Like, you want a snobby take? Like, the border of a card is like means everything to me. Like, I love the retro border of Magic. They're so good. Some of these games, like, their borders just look garbage. No, Briar, it's not that One Piece bulk is no good. It's just, I think it's just a very top-heavy game. There's not a very big bulk market. So, like anything, there's stuff that'll sell. It's just much harder. When it comes to fees, TCG player charges more than eBay. It depends. Just like eBay, you have your categories. So, like, if you're just starting off, your fees on TCG player are probably gonna be closer to eBay, like 12, 13%, maybe a little lower. But once you get to level 4 and you become a pro seller, then you pay an extra 2% to be a pro seller, but then you get the benefit of having a repricer, which is well worth it. eBay, it's like 13 to 14%, but then if you get top rated seller, that goes down to like 12.5, 12.7. And then, like, you know, the shipping cost gets factored into that. So that's where, like, I've been struggling with where do I want to put what and how I kind of settle on, like, Magic one place, Pokemon with another right now. But the one thing to keep in mind, and this is a lesson I've learned recently, is, you know, it's okay to change. So if you do something starting off, it's not working out, it might take a little extra time to relist some cards somewhere else, but if the worst that happens is that and you lose a tad bit of money, that's just part of learning and growing a business. Banner CDC, what's up, dude? I've got almost a few of every common, uncommon, rare from OP 6 to 15, and most from 1 to 5. And it legit does not sell at all. Anything worse than Near Mint doesn't sell at all. Most cards have no recent sales history, or yeah. Whenever I buy Pokemon bulk and they say, do you buy One Piece bulk? I will say yes, but this is how I'll say it. I'll say, I don't want to offend you. I will give you an offer, but I can tell you right now it's going to be low. And I usually throw like $3, $4, 1,000. And then they'll be like, oh, that's really low. I'm like, yeah, but like One Piece bulk does not sell. This is like the closest thing to a bulk spec as possible, is just buying bulk for that low. What do I do with all my international Pokemon cards? I don't want to list Japanese, but somehow I end up with cards in many languages. Put that stuff on eBay. Japanese cards sell really good on eBay. I actually just did like a bunch of orders today of all just random Japanese stuff. Other languages like Chinese and Korean, I don't know too much about. I bought a collection of like a 5-row of bulk, and I got my money back, but like a lot of it's like all sorts of different languages. So it's like way low on the totem pole of ever going through, but you know, there's other people from other language out there, and you know, that's the long tail of things. There is someone out there looking for a Philippines, Tagalog Shelder or something. I don't know. Insert random Pokemon here. So I wouldn't throw it away, you know, or you can make like a fun like bulk lot. Like, hey, I've got 1,000 cards of, you know, 1,000 card lot or 500 card lot of various languages of common and uncommon Pokemon bulk. Maybe someone buys it. Who knows? Yeah, Banner, you're absolutely right. I have never actually paid for it. The few times I have gotten it has been add-ons as well. But I'm not afraid to make that low of an offer because it's like they know. So it's like, hey, you either unburden yourself and I potentially make out like a bandit, which I probably won't, or you keep that shit. Either way, I'm winning. So, yeah. Boom, boom, Alright. I thought we would be able to make it through at least the breaking these down for the blue decks before we ended things, but we're probably not making it. So it looks like we're doing 1.5 colors a night. So I would say we're on point for having this all listed by Sunday. I think that was more and more it's starting to look like a reasonable estimation we've come with. Are you familiar with Weiss Shorts and happen to know if that bulk sells well? I don't think it does. I don't know much about it, but like that type of stuff is like chase or bust, but also it's like, you know, there's, you know, weirdos, I don't say weirdos, that sounds bad, but like, you know, it's girly girls and their tits are out. There's people that like that stuff, so you could probably get away with selling it. Made another live family. What's up, El Draco? Welcome on in. We are going to be ending soon, unfortunately, but I'm glad you're able to make it. We're, you know, I'm not committing to every night because obviously things happen, but now that that whole bulk thing is done, that whole bulk deal is done, the goal is to go live as close to every day possible, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern for 2 to 3 hours. During work days, it's probably going to be closer to the 2-hour range, just because I still have a video. I still have a video to edit. I have an RI to pull. I've got like 2 videos to edit. I think I already said that. Something else. There's something else I have to do that I'm forgetting. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let's add to the dangerous tower of cards behind me that I will eventually bump my chair into. We're gonna move this right here. We're gonna move. We need to figure out where we're putting these. P. That works. That can go there. 1 second, Shiny. I will answer that in just a second. Gotta gotta make sure I don't destroy my whole room here. Oh, it just sneaks under. Perfect. So, Shiny, I'm fortunate, some might say unfortunate, that I don't have a family, I don't have kids, and I live by myself. So, I still haven't gotten onto the religious gym thing yet, but once I get back to it, basically every minute I spend not at work, I'm working on this. So once I start getting back to the gym, I'll be getting home 7-ish, 7:30. And then I would say from 8 to 12:30, so 4.5 hours a night. Stream, content, edit, list, whatever. My off days, I try to make sure I spend at least one whole day doing nothing but listing. And then the other day off, I try to split by doing as much content scheduling and then like sorting and listing on the other half. Scheduling is not my strong suit, and something I've talked about for a while. But between my 2 days off, I would say it's 12 hours easy, unless I'm picking up a collection or something. So 24 hours, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we're close to 30 to 40 hours, which is a lot. I don't want to make that sound like I'm whining, because there's some nights where, yeah, I'd rather be doing other stuff, but I've talked about that a lot. It's like I dislike my job so much that, you know, I like doing this, right? It's a means to an end for me. I want to be my own boss. And any time I spend doing anything else, it is a disservice to my goal. So, back scratcher. I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these before, but these are goated. They're the best. Yeah, so. How about you? What are you guys, like, everyone that's still here, like, what are your guys' goals? Is your goals to have a store? Is it just well, what's his name was saying? He's just like, just funding the hobby? Like, what are you guys' end goals? That was a solid night's work, honestly. It was not bad. Not bad at all. I feel you, Bronze. Definitely laser focused on this hustle. Yeah. It's a lonely road. Dude, so 2 weeks ago, my dad, he just retired. So, like, great. And my family knows what I'm trying to do, and he loves me. And he had his retirement party. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, Dad, I've got so much stuff to do. Like, I'm coming, but I may only stay for like 15 minutes. And he's like, he stopped me halfway through. He's like, don't even worry. Like, I get it. You coming to my retirement party isn't the linchpin on whether I love or hate you. I got so much hate from so many family members. You didn't even stay at your dad. I'm like, just stop. You know, it's like, because when you're doing stuff like this, you're going to miss out on events. You're going to miss out on things. And there's going to be people that don't understand. But you have to be your own champion in those moments. It's hard. It's hard. Bam, 222. Go full time with it eventually, but I'm enjoying it as a side hustle. Yeah. That's a solid. No one at the moment, just grow as high as far as I can. I use this line all the time. Captain Marvel was not one of the best Marvel movies, but I love the line higher, further, faster. Higher, further, faster, baby. We don't know where the end of the road goes, but higher, further, faster. That's probably a good video title. Higher, further, faster. Started as funding the hobby, got into deep. Now it's just my second job, but I still enjoy it. It's just more of a necessity now. Yeah, that's solid. Well, I work from home as a medical coder, and my goal is to make this part-time thing like PokePaster, but I would probably do more bulk. Yeah, that's solid. That's a good plan. Try not to do what I did and get so focused on bulk you don't do any of the bigger stuff that you should have been focusing on. So definitely, you know, everything's got its role, but I like it. Medical coder. That's a thankless job. As a pharmacy guy, like, yeah, medical coding is no joke. Not a seller, just a collector. My goal is to grandmaster the entire Sun and Moon series. Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, I was so deep into trying to master everything, and it's like I can't keep up. So now I've just kind of given up on it. I'll do what I can, try to knock out all the commons and uncommons and stuff as I get bulk, and then whatever hits I get. And I'll probably end up liquidating all the hits at some point. I don't know. The older stuff, it's weird. It's like these cards are going to be available forever almost, so you can always do it. It's just going to be a little more expensive, and some of the older stuff might get hard to obtain at some point, but you know, near mint copies might be hard to get too. Like you might have a master set of a bunch of like mild play, heavy played stuff, but whatever. Tiger Tail, my goal is to snowball out to start doing vending on the weekends in addition to my online selling. Nice. Vending is, you know, the couple of times I vended, I wanted, like, I didn't care if I sold a lot, which I obviously is the goal, you want to sell, but I use it as an opportunity to buy. And I usually have like, I was able to buy a couple of small bulk collections for pretty low. I made little like pamphlets on Canva of like a little bulk menu. Here's my bulk menu. You want to come sell me your bulk? Come do it. Trey, I have a business doing painting and pressure washing, and I want my TCG Player store to gross $20K a year, not working on it more than 8 to 15 hours a week. I'm hoping I can do that with 16K inventory. Depending on the value of your inventory, you probably can. Pressure washing, dude, that's what's up. My dad almost severed his toe pressure washing his pool deck a month ago. Elmo, I feel it. Balancing a full-time job, growing this hustle, and fam time is tough for sure, but thankfully most of my family's understanding. That's good. Because the thing is, when you're understanding about that and they're like helping out with your goal, like it's a family. When you get to that point and they need help on the back end, it's like, you know, it all evens out. Yeah, I could do cars 24/7, but my husband worries about me getting burnt out. Definitely have to have time for yourself. Honestly, that's kind of why I started streaming, because like streaming is something where like I could do it, but I'm also like not always in my head. Because if on my days off, I could literally go for 8 to 8, not talk to a single person, utter a single word, and just do this. But part of me doing content was I was getting way too comfortable being by myself. So this helps break that up. So, you know, the mildest changes in your daily things can make a big difference. Yo, Madtown Hobby. Thank you for the YouTube sub. What's up, dude? Yeah, if you're ever feeling you get burnt out, just get up and go walk around. Or that's what I'll do is I'll stop sifting and then I'll start sorting. And I'll stop sorting. Whenever I feel like I'm getting there, I'll just change the track. I won't have a goal personally, as it will just supplement mine and my wife's primary income, as we also have a 7-year-old in the mix. Put that kid to work. I'm not liking the freaking advertisement in Alive. Why? Sorry. It's part of the biz, I guess. When I do, like, you know, when it asks if you want it monetized and I say yes, like I definitely go with the lower rate. I go as low as possible, but you know, this is part of it. All right, I'm out for the night. Have a good night, everyone. See you later, Tiger. Yeah, we're about to dip out here. We got to find someone to raid. I think Krabby is doing a live tonight. Oops, that's not right. Redirects. That's one thing I've like still like not done is like shill for people to sub and stuff. I don't know if I'll ever get too hard in that, but like I don't know. It's just part of it's YouTube. It's part of it. Yeah, he's live. Krabby's doing a live with Catch 'em All Collectibles, so it's not greedy. It's just YouTube. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with making a little ad revenue on the side. That's what everyone on YouTube does. I'm not out there doing like, you know, $50, 5 different sub tier type of stuff. You don't have to pay anything. just hang out and chill. And if a random ad pops up every 40 minutes, it is what it is. But yeah, Krabby's doing a Q&A with Ketchum Wall Collectibles. So we're going to reroute over there. So appreciate you guys very much. If you guys want to stick around and join in the raid over there, I will not. But thank you for the suggestion. So it's not like I'm running an ad every 5 minutes. It's literally every 45 minutes to an hour. And like literally, if you want to show a little bit of support and throw down a sub, you're more than welcome to. If not, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Love you. Yeah, or have premium. I have YouTube Premium. I don't have to watch anything. It's $12 a month, and you know. Anyway. Well, let's do this first. My 2 cents in the family time. I worked 5 12-hour shifts for 13 years. I have a wife, 4 kids. Oh, I think Ronnie, what's up, dude? Thank you for the sub. There's the Briarwood I know. I've been optimistic all night, and now we're back to the to the horrible stuff. That's what I'm used to. Thanks, man. I never miss any family events. I mean, that very valid. But for me, I think because I'm living the single life still, it makes it a little easier to do. But yeah, if you had a wife and kids, it would be hard. And I would agree with you. But because I don't, and it's just, you know, my dad and my sister and brother and stuff like that that I see here and there. I talk to them every week, but, you know. Madtown Hobby, womp womp. Love the content. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Sorry, we're getting ready to sign out, so sorry you're coming at the end, but we'll be back tomorrow around 8 o'clock. We're going to do the little old... yeah, we're going to do the hosting the Krabby cards, so... Appreciate you guys very much. We'll see you over there in his chat, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. So, I appreciate you too, McBride. Right back at you. It's a grind, but it's fun. So.